Where does Ruth spend the night? Find out in episode 15,001 at 7 this evening. This afternoon's play now focuses upon the life of one of radio and television's first celebrities, the complex, controversial and outspoken Gilbert Harding.
Dr. Brighton and Mr Harding by Stephen Wyatt, with Roger Allam as the TV and radio celebrity, Gilbert Harding. The action of the play takes place in the latter part of 1960.
Oh, Mr Harding!
The death has been announced today, at the age of 53, of the writer and broadcaster Gilbert Harding. Best known for his appearances on shows such as What's My Line and Round Britain Quiz, Gilbert Harding's larger-than-life character made him the best-known and best-loved television personality of our time.
No.
He had just...
All that can wait till later. Just get the boy to come back. Look, he's leaving. He's leaving for good. Stop him, Derek.
Don't worry, Mr Harding, the car's right here. Can you hear me?
Stop him. Philip, come back.
It's all right, we'll soon get you back home.
It seems I am going back after all. I didn't ask to be taken back. Then nobody's paying me the least bit of attention. Where exactly am I going? How far back? Ah, I see. 6 weeks to my famous moment. That was the night millions thought they saw the tears in my eyes. Whatever made me want to appear on that dreadful program, face to face with John Freeman indeed. Maybe I wanted to be humiliated. Maybe I wanted everyone to see that Mr. TV personality Harding was a fake. Well, they got their money's worth, all of them. Then how could Freeman have known? I suppose some would say it was his bloody job to find out before he started asking his bloody questions. Have you ever been with a person who was dying? Yes, only once. Did it make a vivid impression? Not at all. I was completely indifferent. After all, it was only my mother. What do you think? I've never forgotten it. And I've never forgotten what my mother chose to say to me. So bet your life, Mr. Freeman, it made a vivid impression. But I'm not telling you. And then the millions all saw Mr. Gilbert, oh so full of himself, Harding, looking as if he might blub like a lovesick teenager, then light up a ciggy to calm his nerves. Well, I thought, let them gloat, let them. I'm just a phony anyway. A pointless star of pointless TV quiz games. A telephony.
Derek?
Yes, Mr Harding.
Why are we going so damn slow? I swear that's the third Morris Minor to overtake us.
I'm obeying the speed limit, Mr Harding.
Well, don't. Do what I pay you to do. Put your booted foot upon the accelerator and get us back to Brighton with the greatest alacrity.
Very good, Mr Harding.
I could have stopped it going out, of course. Well, it was fair. It was even quite intelligent and, well, more than a third-rate television personality deserves. Personality. Can't you feel the inverted commas round that word? Personality. Stupidly, I believe the unwashed millions would finally listen to what I've been trying to tell them. I'm worthless. What I do is worthless. I thought they'd finally understand and realize.
Hello, Gilbert.
Oh, God. Do they never leave me alone, even when I am alone, my devoted fans?
Hello, Gilbert. What's my line?
Don't want to know.
I bet you can't guess.
I don't care.
Come on. First question.
It's a stupid, childish, bloody program anyway.
It's not. We love it. Come on. You got 10 questions. Bet you won't guess my occupation.
I don't want to guess your occupation. You could be another Sagan-maker's bottom knocker for all I care.
Be a sport, Gilbert.
You could be a pepper pot perforator or a jelly baby varnisher.
Go on. Ask me a question.
Or a tennis ball inflator. Go away.
If the answer's no, you've only got 9 questions left.
I know the bloody rules. They're simple to the point of simple-mindedness. Will you please leave my head alone?
Bet you can't guess. Shall I tell you?
Bet you can't guess. Shall I tell you? Ask me a question. Bet you can't guess. Bet you can't guess. Shall I tell you? Bet you can't guess.
Will you all bloody well go away? Go away.
Anything the matter, Mr Harding?
No, nothing at all, Derek. Why are we still dawdling along?
We're doing a very respectable speed, Mr Harding.
Bugger respectability. Just get me back home. I need my bed.
I mean another bottle of whiskey?
What was that?
Nothing, Mr Harding.
Look, I pay you handsomely, so just get me back to the waiting arms of Dr. Brighton. Not that all that sea air has ever done me any good, mind you.
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, Mr Harding, we're nearly there. Montpellier Villa's just coming up.
Oh, so it is. Derek?
Yes, Mr Harding?
There's a young man there.
Come again?
Can't you see him? On the doorstep.
Can't say I can.
But now he's seen us. And he's running away. That was the first time. I'm sure that was the first time. Young man, come back! Come back!
Well, if he was there and he wants to see you, no doubt he'll be back at a more respectable hour.
I tell you, I saw him.
If you say so, Mr Harding.
Then it was home at last. Alone. To oblivion in a bottle. Drink deep. Face to face tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, I'll tell him. The phone's not stopped ringing. My God. You look terrible.
Spare me the temperance lecture, please. I don't pay you to be a schoolmarm. I pay you to keep the monsters at bay and provide copious cups of black coffee. Go on, tell me the worst.
Everyone's been very kind. Very supportive.
Sorry?
Even the press. Some of the calls pretty abusive about Mr Freeman, but nothing but admiration for you.
Admiration? I bet they're all laughing themselves silly behind my back.
Why should they?
Because that's human nature, Roger.
Then you'd probably be surprised to hear people think better of you because of what you said. They kept on saying how human it made you seem.
What did they think I was, a bloody robot?
You were dignified, you were moving,
Oh,
you were...
for God's sake, that's enough.
I've kept a list of everybody who's phoned so far. Eamon Andrews, Isabel Barney.
Oh, Isabel.
Of course, I'll have to say something to the press before they start camping outside the house, but I can concoct a statement which will keep them at bay for a while, if you like.
Tell them I'm dead, will that do it?
Oh, hello, Nancy. It's Miss Spain, sir.
Just now, I don't wish to speak to anyone, not even Miss Spain. Your job as my overpaid private secretary is to protect me in my hour of need from the flood of human derision masking as pity which is about to engulf me. I'm going for a walk to confront the bracing rigours of Dr. Brighton.
In your dressing gown?
It was wet and windy. Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Perfect. You could howl away and I wouldn't be bothered by them. Just for once, I was glad to be stuck in the chilly arms of the ghastly Dr. Brighton. After all, I was only here because the sea air was supposed to be good for my health. I remember thinking that they all appear to think I'm some sort of altar for their private worship. Every Christmas they waste their money bombarding me with cheap and nasty Christmas cards filled with some sentimental claptrap inside as if somehow I was some sort of family friend. I receive offers of marriage from sad, deluded women who see me as some priapic god and send me samples of their underwear. And when somebody recognizes me in the street or at a railway station, it suddenly...
Excuse me, you are Gilbert Harding, aren't you?
So I've been told.
I adore your broadcasts. You're so witty, you're so clever. You say what everybody wishes they had said.
Even when I say, please go away.
Oh, Mr Harding, I love it when you play being a curmudgeon.
I'm not playing at being a curmudgeon, madam. I am a curmudgeon.
I don't believe that for a moment, Mr Harding. And I hope you'll excuse me, but I feel I must...
Must what?
reach out and touch you.
Stop. Stop. Why on earth do people insist on touching me? Am I supposed to be some sort of unlucky mascot? And why are the ones who want to touch me never the ones I might want to touch?
Touch you.
Go away! Go away! You two, you seaside scavengers, leave me be. You're just the same. You pick up crabs and then drop them from a height to break open their shells so that you can rip out their guts and eat them alive. Leave me be. Don't come near me.
Mr. Harding?
I know you. Last night.
I know. I was waiting on your doorstep.
You ran away.
I wasn't ready. I was scared.
And now?
I'm still scared. But I've been watching you here on the beach. And somehow it's easier now.
So, what do you want?
I want to talk to you.
What about?
It's hard to explain. But you're something of a hero to me.
God help you, young man.
No, it's true. It's difficult to ask.
Ask.
I don't know how.
Young man, we are standing on an exposed beach. The sea is raging, the wind is howling. Soon, however reluctantly, I shall have to return to face what passes for my home life. Say what you have to say now or never.
I want to interview you.
For a school magazine.
How did you guess?
It always is. You're not the first pushy young man who's arrived on my doorstep with that tale.
Why are you so angry?
How long do you have?
I watched you on Face to Face last night.
Along with half the civilized world.
That's not the sort of interview I want to do.
I believe you. I can't for a moment believe that you have one iota of the intellectual capacity of Mr. John Freeman.
But I do believe there is something different I can bring.
Which is?
I admire you deeply. You told Mr. Freeman that the thing you do better than anything else is teach. Well, I want to be taught by you. I want to learn all the clever things you know and all the difficult things you understand.
What's your name?
Philip. I don't understand.
I only went to Cambridge because a boy called Philip pulled out at the last moment. I was second, he was first.
That's a good omen.
It certainly triggers off remembrances.
So, can I come and talk to you?
Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. My secretary gets the morning off, so you can have your moment of bogus glory uninterrupted.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
I think I've just granted you what is known in the trade as an exclusive.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
I should bloody well think so. Roger, I'm back. Haven't had another ruddy drink since I left. Where the hell are you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Harding, but Miss Spain insisted.
What?
She insisted on coming over. I couldn't dissuade her.
Oh, hell. I should have guessed. What Nancy wants, Nancy gets.
Thought you were magnificent. Top rate.
Don't try and be nice, Nancy. It doesn't suit you.
I'm not being nice. Everybody I've spoken to said the same thing. Wasn't dear old Gilbert so very dignified and honest? And wasn't that Freeman a complete shit for probing away at your sensitive bits?
Just doing his job.
Maybe. But anybody who thought Gilbert Harding was a dreary old stiff is going to have to think again. I'm sorry, Gilbert. Flash your sensitive bits, and hey presto, the great British public loves you even more.
God help me, didn't they hear me saying what I did was worthless?
Natural modesty. Your strong card has always been that you're real. A person who's grumpy and difficult, but real.
Nancy, I started to blub.
You looked upset. Your eyes misted over. You didn't sit there with tears running down your cheeks. Oh, come on, Gilbert. For God's sake, pull yourself together. You're paid vast sums of money for jobs you can do standing on your head. Magazine articles, opening bazaars, after-dinner speeches. You've only got to put your name to some hack's book about your dislikes or the meaning of life for thousands of copies to be sold.
Nancy.
No, let me finish. You've just got to hint you might leave the BBC for some independent company for everyone to go into panic and offer to double your fees. Gilbert, I don't grumble about my own lot. I do bloody well. But I'm not in the same league as you in a million years. Now, drink this.
Is all this supposed to make me better?
It's supposed to make you count your blessings. There's only so much self-pity anyone is entitled to. And in my view, you've exceeded the agreed limit.
I'm sorry, but you simply haven't understood. This was my big chance. I wanted to knock myself off my pedestal in front of all those millions once and for all.
You mean you were seeking martyrdom?
Well, there's something in that. They could learn to despise me as I despise me, and as I despise them. But instead, they decided to like me even more.
Oh dear, poor old Gilbert. Everything goes contrary with you.
Still, I suppose there is one reason I should feel grateful to Mr. John Freeman.
Which is?
He never asked the one question I really dreaded.
Let me guess.
Why have you never married?
Gilbert, everyone knows you're supposed to marry me. Bachelor girl, Nancy Spain.
And just so long as Joan doesn't get upset.
Darling, we both know it's absurd. I wear slacks, I live with another woman, I've never married, I never will marry. The signs are all there, but nobody wants to know. Well, I sometimes think they must know, but they won't ask. Instead, they choose to believe that you and I might be romantically involved.
At least you do have Joan.
So why haven't you got anyone?
Because I am intrinsically unlovable.
Don't you want someone?
That's not the same question.
Damned right it isn't.
Of course. I sometimes feel I'd like to meet somebody who would...
Who would what?
Love me for what I really am, not for what they think I am. But it's impossible. You can't ask for the moon.
Oh, come on, Gilbert. There's no reason why you can't find somebody, and live with them for that matter, so long as you're discreet. It's as if you're choosing to be lonely and miserable. That's it, isn't it? You deliberately suppress your feelings. No entry, keep away, don't come near. Is that really what you want? Your own company for the rest of your life? Just this, booze and fags and nothing else?
Nancy, you've said more than enough.
I usually do. But who else are you going to hear the truth from?
Yes?
It's me, Mr. Harding. You said I could come.
I did, didn't I? Well, you'd better come in. I think I told you my secretary is not here, so if you want a beverage of any sort, you'll have to make it yourself.
I don't want anything. I just want to listen.
Don't overdo the enthusiasm, young man, or else I shall get suspicious. Come through. It would probably amaze you how many different careers I've managed to cram into my undistinguished life. When I left Cambridge, I fully intended to be an Anglican minister, so I went off to be trained at the Community of the Resurrection at Mirfield. When it was so bloody high church and Anglo-Catholic, I thought, why mess about with the halfway house? Why not become a full-blown Catholic? So I converted, and that was the end of my ambition to be an Anglican minister.
So being Catholic is very important to you?
Dear boy, I'm more Catholic than the Pope himself. Well, no, not really. I suppose my faith offers some piffling consolation, but confession is simply another opportunity to wallow in self-pity.
So would you say...
Later, let me tell you about my other unbrilliant careers. Well, of course, after all else failed, I had to resort to the only other opening for the over-educated but under-talented. I became a teacher. I ran up 5 teaching jobs in 4 years, including a ghastly period at a Greek gymnasium on the Isle of Cyprus. Now, I know what you're going to say. On face-to-face with Mr. Freeman, I said, the thing I do better than anything else is teach.
Yes, you did.
Well, I had to say something, didn't I?
Didn't you mean what you said?
Mean what I said? Of course not. Well, yes, in a way. I hated those ghastly, pretentious, dishonest institutions I wasted my time in, but I suppose if there was somebody I cared about, or some group of young people, of course, then I do believe there's nothing more worthwhile than sharing the vast amounts of useless knowledge I have acquired, if they really want to hear.
Mr. Harding, I meant what I said. I do want to hear.
Yes, of course, but did you know, for a brief, ludicrous period, I became a police constable?
You were a copper? On the beat?
Of course. I didn't fit in, did I? I was a pudgy, limping oddity.
I still don't understand.
So after that, it was open day on what to do next. I thought of the law, but before I could finish my training, war broke out, and suddenly, out of nowhere, I got an invitation from the BBC to join the overseas service. No, they weren't quite as demented as it may seem. From my Cambridge days, I'd French and German, and because I'd been in Cyprus, a smattering of modern Greek and Turkish, I was part of the monitoring service. And from that arbitrary beginning followed my inexorable progress to chair the eternally tedious 20 questions on the wireless, and my contribution to another childish parlour game, Round Britain Quiz, and finally to end my days as a defunct intellectual, guessing the occupations of self-seeking nonentities on what is sadly Britain's favourite quiz show, What's My Line?
You despise what you do.
All of it. Every moment.
Then why keep doing it?
Ah, the young. Always straight to the point. But why? Why should a grown man prostitute himself so deplorably? But being young, you underestimate the lure of wealth, recognition, the ability to obtain a table at even the most exclusive and fully booked restaurant.
But you hate those things.
Yes, but I'd be nothing without them.
You should do what you say you're good at.
Which is?
Teaching. How many times can I tell you? I want you to teach me everything you know, everything you think, everything you believe in. I want you
All right, you made your point. Can we change the subject? Next question. Come on, say something, anything.
Tell me, Mr. Harding, why have you never married?
What did you say?
You've never married. Never lived with anyone. Don't you want someone in your life?
That is quite enough.
Or are you afraid of something? Ashamed of something? Is that why you drink and drink?
Stop this at once.
Don't you want to teach
Leave me alone.
things? I don't want to upset you. I want to learn from you.
My life is my own bloody business.
If you're unhappy...
I'm not answering any more of your questions.
Very well. Then, thank you for the interview, Mr. Harding. Goodbye.
Philip? Come back. Don't run away.
And then I thought, why do I always do these things?
Exactly, Mr. Harding. Why do you do these things?
Oh, no, not again. I've spent vast sums on damn shrinks like you, and it's never done me a heap of the good, but still your damn questions stick in my head.
That's because you refuse to face up to the truth about yourself.
The Catholic Church doesn't help either, but at least you don't have to pay to go to confession.
Of course, you were always unusually close to your mother.
Yes, here we go again. She brought me and my sister up when my father died and worked hard to provide for us. We were a close family because of that. Is that so bad?
But some men move on from their mothers.
I have moved on. She is dead after all.
That isn't what I meant.
So, what do you mean, since you seem to know it all?
You found it impossible to form any meaningful relationship with any other woman.
Then cherish her with care and smooth her silvery hair. When gone, you will never get another.
You idealized her and she dominated your
And
life.
wherever we may turn, this lesson we will learn. A boy's best friend is his mother.
You idealized her.
Oh, I'm listening. Believe me, sweet old lady, she wasn't. Tough as nails. Would never allow me to get above myself, always bring me down to size. She said to me once, television seems a very silly thing to have made you famous. And I'm sure she said it to other people as well.
You're angry with her?
Of course. But I loved her as well.
You cried about her on television.
I didn't cry. Perhaps there should have been tears. Perhaps I should have broken down completely, given them their money's worth. The vultures would have loved that, ripping me open. But sitting there with Freeman staring straight at me, I suddenly remembered what she said to me when she was dying in hospital. How cruel she was.
It's good to cry.
Is it?
It's good to grieve.
I never thought she was a bloody saint. It's just that well, I miss her very much.
And you've never felt close to anyone else?
Just so.
But you see yourself as basically homosexual?
Basically, yes, basically I am a homosexual, but in my case, what does it amount to? A few guilty, drunken fumbles. These days I can't even do much of that in case someone tells the press, or worse, the police. Of course I can invite people here, and they'll come because I am who I am.
Who I am?
Famous, I mean, a telephony. And then I get drunk, and maybe I make a pass, and maybe I don't, but they go, or they let me mess about with them a bit, and that's about the sum total of it.
And the boy who's left?
What about him?
What do you feel about him?
I don't know.
Don't you?
I'm not even sure that I believe he's real, so how can I possibly tell what I want from him?
So you do want something. That's what you've just said.
Oh, I suppose I would like to be able to help him. I'd like him to be inspired by me to do something magnificent with his life. I'd like to give him something lasting in terms of education and inspiration. If that happened, It would in some way make my life worthwhile.
You mean he offers a chance for redemption?
Redemption? It's rather a religious word for a psychiatrist to use.
But that's how you think of it?
I really couldn't say.
So would you like him to love you? Would you like to love him?
What do you mean by love?
No. What do you mean by love?
Oh, God, all the old tricks. What do I mean by love? Yes, I suppose I would like to be able to express affection for him and for him to feel affection for me. And I don't mean in a sexual way.
You're sure?
Oh, God, yes. He's a nice-looking young man, but I don't fancy him, and even if I did, what would be the point? Liquor, as Shakespeare says, may provoke the desire, but it sure as hell taketh away the performance.
So why send him packing?
Isn't it obvious, even to a shrink? Because I was frightened. So I talked endlessly about myself, even though the subject bores me to death. Anything to keep him at a safe distance, I suppose. What am I trying to fool by believing I can teach anybody anything? I always was a lousy teacher, and I still am, and as for deserving anyone's affection, I must be mad, stark raving mad. But of course, life went on. It's hard to stop it doing that.
So what's it tonight, Mr. Harding?
Addressed to the Bognor Regis branch of the Worshipful Association of Basket Weavers.
Posh do, is it?
Posh or not posh, they're paying me a very handsome fee, as usual.
I'd expect no less.
Derek, why are we dawdling along?
Because I'm respecting the speed limit, Mr. Harding.
Well, don't. The sooner we grace Bognor, the sooner I can disgrace myself when we get home.
Ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the distinguished broadcaster, known to us all for his appearances on What's My Line and Round Britain Quiz, Mr. Gilbert Harding.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I am, as you know, here to sing for my supper, or rather spout pseudo-witticisms for a large fee. Before I came here, I can honestly say I knew nothing about the Worshipful Association of Basket Makers. Only now do I realize how blissful was my state of ignorance. Would that I could wind back the time and remember when I knew nothing about basket bakers and their wickery works. Not that any of you has the skill to make anything as useful and simple as a basket. Oh no, this is a talking shop for jumped-up provincial mediocrity so that you can pursue your corrupt and petty business deals while maintaining the pretense that this is some sort of social and cultural event. Even the food was disgusting. And as for the wine, you should drown the person who supplied it in a malmsey butt of his nastiest vintage. I can say, without an iota of doubt, this is the most numbingly boring and pretentious evening I've spent in my entire life.
Sit down.
Will you let me finish?
Mr. Harding, I think you'd better sit down.
Well, I'm your bloody guest of honour. I have a speech to make.
Please, Mr. Harding, for your own sake, sit down.
Sorry, no, we've no statement at present, no. Well, that appears to have been your best yet.
I don't know what came over me.
Alcohol, I imagine.
No, booze is the trigger, not the call. Looking at that inane sea of cheap jewellery and hired dinner suits, I felt an overwhelming sense of the futility of all human activity.
Derek said they threw things at the car, and of course someone alerted the press. What do you expect?
I shall have to apologise, won't I, with much grovelling in the marsh.
And quickly.
And return the fee. And, oh, God, I swore I'd never do anything this silly again. Why do I always want to upset people?
You tell me.
Draft me a real grovel, dripping with grovelry, felt unwell, the heat, overwhelmed by the wickery of their baskets. I'm sure we've plenty on file to cover the occasion. Just make it sound as if I'm eating very, very humble pie.
You'll want to check what I've done.
No, I want fresh air. The sea, Dr. Brighton once again failing to work his promised healing magic. And then, another visitation. Aye, but to die and go we know not where, to lie in cold obstruction and to rot, this sensible warm motion.
No, please, go on.
Where did you spring from?
I've been following you. But please, go on. What is it?
Shakespeare, Measure for Measure. Do you like poetry?
Sometimes.
But do you like the sounds that words make?
Yes.
Then listen to this. This sensible warm motion to become a kneaded clod, and the dilated spirit to bathe in fiery floods, or to reside in thrilling region of thick-ribbed ice, to be imprisoned in the viewless winds and blown with restless violence round about the pendant world. The words are so vivid, so alive, aren't they?
But it's all about death.
No, not death. The fear of death. What the imagined death might be like. Much more terrifying than death itself. After all, what is sweet oblivion? None of us know, do we? I thought you'd gone for good.
I'm sorry if I made you angry.
Well, you needn't apologise. It's very easy to make me angry. As a matter of fact, I explode over the stupidest thing.
But basically, you're a kind man.
What makes you believe that? Tell me, please.
I just know.
Kind? Hardly. Generous, perhaps. Although I don't think it's good form to hold forth about how much you give to good causes or needy people. Besides, I'm probably only doing it because I feel guilty about all the money people choose to fling at me. Still, welcome back. Shall we walk? Or maybe you can finish that interview.
You're not an old man, are you?
Very perceptive. 53, going on 170 in a bad light. Why ask?
Why quote all that stuff about dying? It's not natural.
Well, what's wrong with thinking about death? Oh, I know, at your age you think it'll never happen. But personally, I think death has a great deal to recommend it. It's the process of dying I don't look forward to. Oh my God, I'm doing it again.
Doing what?
It kind of escapes your notice that I've hardly asked you anything about yourself.
I'd much rather you didn't ask.
But how can I help you when I know so little about you?
I thought I was interviewing you.
I've told you enough about myself to last a lifetime. Come on. We'll play What's My Line? I'll ask you 10 questions. If you give me 10 honest no's, then I'll stop. How's that for a deal?
I don't want to.
So let me see. Are you at school in Brighton?
No.
So your family lives in Brighton?
No.
You are still at school?
No.
So you're not interviewing me for a school magazine?
No.
Come on, Philip, this is a plethora of no's. I hope you're not cheating on the panel.
No.
Are you waiting to go up to university?
No.
6 no's. Are my instincts deserting me? Let's be clear. You've lied to me.
Yes.
You've left school under a cloud.
Yes.
Your parents don't know.
Yes.
So, if your school isn't in Brighton and your parents aren't in Brighton, you must be staying with somebody else.
Yes.
A friend?
Yes.
An older friend?
Stop it, Mr. Harding, stop it. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry. The habits of a prying quiz show panellist die hard.
I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. They've chucked me out of school and it's all messed up.
And your parents really don't know?
I told you. Not that it would make much difference.
Why ever not?
They're both dead.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're going to send me away now, aren't you?
Why should I do that?
Because I'm a liar and I'm useless and I've got nothing going for me.
That is simply not true. In my eyes, Philip, you have more going for you than before.
I don't understand.
Well, was it the dawn of a new purpose in my life? Or a crazy illusion?
Cheers.
Cheers, Nancy.
Roger says you've been as good as gold since you lambasted the good basket makers of Banbury.
Wagner.
Oh, Bucker Bogner. Roger says you've consumed quantities of humble pie and haven't grossly insulted anybody since.
Roger has no right to tell you that. I don't pay him to damage my reputation.
But it's true, isn't it? You're sounding positively mellow.
If you say so, dear Miss Spain.
So did you listen to Mother's advice after all?
Nancy, I've always listened to your advice, but I
haven't necessarily always acted upon it. Doctor's been scaring you then?
No more than usual.
With your heart condition, I'm sure they keep telling you to go steady on the booze. Moderation, moderation, moderation.
I can take a complete rest, which is frankly impossible with the endless demands made upon my time.
I'm sorry, Gilbert, but I just don't believe you.
About what in particular?
You're doing your best to hide it, but you're actually looking happier than I've seen you for ages.
If you say so. Now, can we move on?
Come on, this is me, Gilbert. Has some likely young man or other crept secretly into your life behind our backs?
Oh, please.
I know. It embarrasses you. But just remember, Mother's advice, be careful. Don't forget that time in Edinburgh when you picked up that pimply youth in one of the bars at Waverley Station.
Why remind me of that every time?
Because you were lucky to get away with it. While you were in the bath dreaming, he walked off with all your money, all your valuables, all your clothes, and all the questions and answers for Round Britain quiz.
Those days are over.
Promise?
Promise. Well, I suppose in answer to all your impertinent questions, I should say something. You know, I do believe ordeal by Mr. Freeman set me free in some way.
Backed by Miss Bain's bracing pep talks, of course.
If you say so, Nancy, if you say so.
I do, Gilbert. I do.
Just so long as you don't say those words to me in a church, Nancy.
Chill, penury...
Penury
repressed their noble rage, and froze the genial current of the soul.
My secret friend. My only consolation.
Full many a gem of purest ray serene, the dark...
Go on, unfathomed.
The dark, unfathomed caves of ocean bear full many a flower is born to blush unseen.
And waste its sweetness on the desert air.
It sounds so much better when you say it.
Nonsense, dear boy.
I feel such a fool when I read aloud.
Well, then you mustn't.
I sound so common.
Well, don't be absurd. You have a good speaking voice, you love language, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I love that bit about the desert flower.
It makes me think of you.
How come?
Well, you're a sensitive, talented boy, and your abilities are being wasted.
Says you.
Then I know that you're someone who should be helped, encouraged.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to, and I meant what I've said. I've money, lots of it, large dollops of obscene, ill-gotten gains. If I use part of it to make sure that you have a decent education, to give you a proper start in life, then I will.
But what do you want from me? I mean, what do you want in return?
Why should I want anything?
Because you must, doesn't everybody?
No, not like this.
Mr. Harding, shall I tell you something?
What?
I went into a pub the other night. It was called the Spotted Dog.
Oh, you shouldn't go in a place like that.
Why not? They served me without batting an eyelid.
But you saw the sort of place it was.
I already knew.
I really don't understand why you're mentioning that unsavoury hostelry.
To show you, I'm not scared. If you want to do something.
I want to help, that's all. Be a friend to you. Give the chances you wouldn't otherwise have. A second chance, nothing more.
A second chance? For who? You or me?
Don't be like this, Philip.
I'm going to take a bath now.
Why should you? This is absurd.
Because I thought you might like to come and watch.
Philip, you don't understand.
Maybe you can try me afterwards.
Philip, please.
Isn't that what you want?
No. Don't make it like this. Please.
So what is it today, Mr. Harding?
Quick trip up to Portland Place, record a couple of Round Britain quizzes for Auntie, and then drinks with Christopher, the producer. He's an old friend.
Very good, Mr. Harding. Comfortable?
Yes, thank you, Derek. Very comfortable.
Good.
Now fades the glimmering landscape on the sight, and all the air a solemn stillness holds.
Oh, yes, Philip. That's how I want you.
Save where the beetle wheels his droning flight.
No, don't change. Stay as you are.
I've done it with others. Why not with you?
I've told you. That's not what I want.
Why not? If it makes you happy. If anything can make you happy.
Derek, what's happening to the car?
You're always telling me to go faster, Mr. Harding. So I've decided to give you a treat.
No, please. Derek, I don't want to speed towards London. I want to go home, please.
Why can you never allow yourself to have a bit of fun for once?
Stop this.
What's the harm? It's only natural, like talking about death.
All I want to do is a little good in my miserable life. Philip, why must you make it like this?
Because it's what you want. Why bother about other people?
Because of what my mother said. I pleaded with her not to die, not to leave me all alone. And she said,
"That's right, Gilbert. Think only of yourself.
You'll go to the end of your days thinking only of yourself. Stop it. Leave me alone."
Welcome to Round Britain Quiz, and your quizmaster for tonight, Mr. Gilbert Harding.
You know what, Gilbert? They say you're the most famous man in England. Well, you're not. You're the saddest.
Stop. You're not even there. You're someone I imagined. An ideal son. Now you're turning on me.
If all those people think chairing Round Britain Quiz and being a panellist on What's My Line makes you an important person, why can't you?
Because I'm worthless. It's all worthless.
So, what isn't worthless? Is love worthless?
I loved my mother.
Did she love you?
Of course. Despite what she said.
But you weren't worthy of her.
She deserved so much better. And so much more.
Thanks awfully, Gilbert. Went jolly well, I think, don't you?
You mean I wasn't drunk and I didn't let a rent boy steal all the questions?
Oh, don't be silly. You know that was all hushed up. Slight indiscretion, not well, mistaken identity, all forgotten now. Are you coming to the club for a drink?
Can you doubt it?
What do you want, Gilbert? You want to teach? You want to help people? You want to unburden yourself of all that money and all that guilt? But don't you also dream of a young man who admires you, who loves you like a father, who wants you to dry his young skin with a towel after he's had a bath?
This is unfair.
Tell me, Gilbert, what do you want?
What do I want you. Someone young, innocent, nothing sordid. Someone to need me for what I am. Someone I can love. I don't want to think only of myself. You were wrong, Mother. I'm going to prove it. Oh, all my fooling. It's too late for all that. What do I really want? I want it all to end, to go we know not where, to be imprisoned in the viewless winds, to...
He's not well. Call an ambulance.
Don't you see him? He's there. Over there.
Hold on, Gilbert. Here comes your chauffeur.
There, Mr. Harding. Can you hear me?
Look, he's leaving. He's leaving for good. And I need him.
Take it easy now. He'll soon be home.
Stop him. Please stop him. Please. To be blown with restless violence round about the pendant world.
Sleep well, Mr. Harding.
Gilbert Harding died on the 16th of November 1960. Roger Allam played Gilbert Harding, Carl Prekop Philip, and Jenny Funnell Nancy Spain. Keith Drinkle was Roger, Ian Masters the psychiatrist, Ben Crowe Derek, and Jean Trend the female fan. Dr. Brighton and Mr Harding was written by Stephen Wyatt and directed by Martin Jenkins. It was a peer production for BBC Radio 4.
Our afternoon play tomorrow tells the story of a mysterious count who lived in a Hertfordshire village at the turn of the last century. His true identity wasn't revealed until after his death, when he was dubbed by one newspaper as the wickedest man in the world. An exotic look at gardeners' questions after the news.
BBC Radio 4, the news at 3 o'clock. 3 Asian men have been jailed for life for the racially aggravated murder of a white schoolboy in Glasgow. Chris Donald suffered 13 stab wounds and was set on fire during the attack in March 2004. Imran Shahid, who's 29, his 28-year-old brother Zishan Shahid, and 27-year-old Mohammed Faisal Mushtaq had all denied the charges at the High Court in Edinburgh. The Foreign Secretary, Margaret Beckett, has expressed her deep concern at the deaths of 18 Palestinians killed by Israeli tank fire in Gaza. 13 of the dead are understood to be from the same family, including 6 children. Israel has promised a full investigation. The UN Special Coordinator for the Middle East peace process, Alvaro de Soto, condemned the killing.
I'm appalled. I'm shocked. I mean, it is really condemnable. This has just gone too far. So they need to take a long, hard, and very professional look at it. And also they need to, I think, step back, suspend this operation, and look at the policy.
A former British diplomat who resigned over the war in Iraq has told MPs that government policy there has been a disaster. Khan Ross said legal advice from the Foreign Office had been ignored. Americans are waiting to see if the Democrats are to take control of the Senate as well as the House of Representatives. 2 states, Montana and Virginia, are yet to declare their Senate results from the midterm elections, and the result is said to be too close.